Good morning. Let us continue our discussion on solving the problems on gas turbines. We will see what we have done in the previous 3 sessions and then move forward. We have solved 6 problems on gas turbines. So in the first problem, we have determined the temperatures T2, T4, then thermal efficiency, work ratio and power. In the second problem, when the efficiencies of the compressor and turbines were given, we had to find out T2 and T2 dash and T4 and T4 dash along with thermal efficiencies. In the third problem, which was on reheat gas turbine Brayton cycle, we had to determine the temperatures T2 and T2 dash, then work of compression, work done by turbine 1, work done by turbine 2, then T4 and T4 dash. Along with that, we had to find out the expansion ratio, that is RP1, RP2, then T6, T6 dash, net work done, total work, and then the heat added due to reheat, and then thermal efficiency. In the fourth problem, which was on regenerative cycle, the efficiency of the heat exchanger was given to us. We had to find out all these temperatures, that is T2, T2 dash, T4, T4 dash, then the temperature at which the heat is added from TA, and then work of compression, work done by turbine, W net, heat added, thermal efficiency, turbine output and air fuel ratio. Then in the fifth problem, which was on similar to the fourth problem, that is on regenerative cycle, again we have to find out all these temperatures, then compressor work done by turbine, W net, then heat added, that is the temperature at which heat is added, then heat supplied, and then efficiency. The sixth problem was comparison between the single stage expansion and 2-stage expansion, where we had to find out the efficiencies and net work done. Along with that, we had to find out whether there is increase or decrease in thermal efficiency and net work done. So in today's session, we will take few more problems and continue our discussion further. So now I'll read the problem. Consider an ideal gas turbine cycle with 2 stages of compression and 2 gases of expansion. The pressure ratio across each of the stages of compression and turbine is 3. The air enters each stage of the turbine at 1200 Kelvin. Determine the back work ratio and the thermal efficiency of the cycle when no regenerator is used. Assume an efficiency of 80% for each compressor stage and an efficiency of 85% for each turbine stage. So he has given the efficiency of each stage. So now what he says, the problem is on an ideal gas turbine cycle and it has 2 stages of compression. So when there are 2 stages of compression, this problem is on intercooler. So let us write what is given in the problem first, then we will draw the TS diagram. So he has given initially the pressures, that is RP equal to 3. Then temperatures, that is the temperature at which heat is added. I will write it as T5 equal to T7, which is 1200 degrees Kelvin. Then assuming he has not given the atmospheric temperature, we will assume 27 degrees as atmospheric temperature. So assume T1 equal to 300 Kelvin. So we have to find out efficiency. Then we need to find out compressor work is given to us. It is 80%. Then efficiency of the turbine is 85%. Then work ratio. So these many things we need to find out. So let us draw first the TS diagram. So I will draw the TS diagram here. Or we will draw this on a new sheet. So let me so TS. Then what it says, it consists of two stages of compression. So I will mark the first stage of compression with a dotted line, that is 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Then you are using a intercooler, so I will show a thin line with the intercooler, and then again from 3 to 4 you have compression from 3 to 4, that is ideal, adiabatic or isentropic compression. And then from 4 again you have heat addition at constant pressure. So as it says, it consists of two stages of compression and two stages of expansion. So expansion is also of two stages. So let us draw the first stage of compression, that is 1 to 2. That is, I will write it as 5 to 6. I am just drawing the ideal, that is isentropic expansion, that is ideal adiabatic expansion. And then from 6 to 7 heat is added, and then from 7 to 8 expansion takes place, and then join the line from 8 to 1. So this is the ideal TS diagram. Now I will draw the actual TS diagram, the work of compression 1 to 2 dash. And then from 2 dash to 3, that is where heat is lost in the intercooler. And then from 3 to 4 dash. Then from 4 dash to 5, the heat is added at constant pressure. I will write it as P4 equal to P5, and this is what is QA1 or QS1, how you write the notations. So again from 5 to 6 dash, the expansion, actual expansion takes place in the turbine. And then again the same case with the second stage expansion from 7 to 8 dash. So I will write this as WT1, WT2, then work of compression WC1, WC2, then heat rejected QR. Now with this TS diagram, let us calculate the things like what we have done in the previous problems. So let us take the process 1 to 2, that is isentropic compression from 1 to 2, and then find out T2 as we have assumed T1. So T2 equal to T1 into Rp to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. We know the value of T1. T1 is 300. Rp is 3. Gamma we know it is 1.4 minus 1 divided by 1.4. So find out T2. We get the value of T2 as 410 degrees Kelvin. So once you find out T2, then you can take the process 3 to 4. So during the process 3 to 4, find out the value of T4, or I will find out first T4. So T4 will be equal to T3 into Rp to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. So I am assuming that the temperature T1 and T3 are same, that is T1 equal to T3. This is my assumption. So T1 equal to T3, then substitute the value, you will get the same answer as T4, that is 300 into bracket 3 whole raised to 1.4 minus 1 divided by 1.4, so it will be 410 kilojoules. So once you find out the value of T4, next find out T2 dash. So efficiency of compressor 1 is given to us. Efficiency of compressor 1 is given by ideal compressor work divided by actual compression work. So efficiency of the compressor is 80%. Then T2 we have found out it is 410 minus T1 is 300 divided by T2 dash minus T1 is 300. So substitute, that is T2 dash will be equal to 300 plus 410 minus 300 divided by 0.80. So calculate the value of T2 dash. So you'll get it as 438.28 degrees Kelvin. Since the efficiencies of compressors are same, that is efficiency of compressor 1 equal to efficiency of compressor 2, and we have found out the value of T2, that is T2 is equal to T4 and T1 is equal to T3. If I substitute the equation, that is efficiency of second stage compressor will be equal to T4 minus T3 divided by T4 dash minus T3. So you get the value of T4 dash, which is equal to T2 dash, which is same, that is 438.28 degrees Kelvin. So after finding out the value of T4 dash, let us now find out next T6, that is during isentropic expansion process 5 to 6. So during isentropic expansion process 5 to 6, T6 will be given by T5 divided by Rp to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. That is, we know the value of T5, it is 1200 Kelvin given to us, and Rp is same, that is 3 whole raised to 1.4 minus 1 divided by 1.4 in the numerator, that is it is whole raised 3 raised to this whole term. So you get the value as, on solving it you get it as 876.78 degrees Kelvin, that is T6. So T6 will be same as T8, that is, since efficiencies of turbines are same. So once you find out the value of T6, now I can find out the value of T6 dash, that is efficiency of turbine 1 equal to actual work done, that is T5 minus T6 dash divided by ideal work done by the turbine, that is T5 minus T6. So efficiency of the turbine is 85%, which is given in the problem. Then T5 is 1200, T6 dash we need to find out, divided by 1200 minus T6, that is 876.78. So So 1200 minus T6 dash will be equal to 0.85 multiplied by 1200 minus 876.78. So T6 dash will be equal to 1200 minus 0.85 into bracket 1200 minus 876.78. You can see now. So I have solved this denominator term, that is I have multiplied the denominator with 0.85, that is 1200 minus T6 dash will be equal to 0.85 into bracket 1200 minus 876.78, and then I want T6 dash, so T6 dash will be equal to 1200 minus this term on the right hand side. I have taken it, so you will get the value of T6 dash as 925.21 degrees Kelvin. So this is same as T8 dash, that is T6 dash is same as T8 dash. So once we get the value of T8 dash, now I can find out the work of compression and then work done by turbines. So compressor work, that is work done by first compressor, will be equal to Cp into bracket T2 dash minus T1. So 1.005 is the value of Cp. T2 dash is 438.28 minus 300. So you get the value as 138.97 kilojoules per kg. So you are finding it per kg. So M is 1. So this work of compression for the first stage is same as work of compression for second stage. Then next find out the work done by turbine 1. That is work done by turbine 1 is Cp T5 minus T6 dash. That is 1.005 into bracket 1200 minus 925.21. So calculate, we get the answer as 276.16 kilojoules per kg. Similarly here also work done by turbine 1 is same as work done by turbine 2, because the efficiencies of the turbines are same, the temperature are also same. So therefore I can find out W net, that is W net will be equal to 2 times WT1 minus WC1. That is, it is nothing but WT1 plus WT2 minus of WC1 minus WC2. This is nothing but, I will write the answer, I will write the expansion of it, that is WT1 plus WT2 in one bracket minus of WC1 plus WC2. Since WT1 is same as WT2 and WC1 is same as WC2, so it becomes 2 times, so 2 is taken common and I have written it as WT1 minus WC1. So 2 into bracket 276.16, which we have calculated just now, and then WC1 is 138.97, which we have calculated previously to WT1. So you get the value of W net as 274.38 kilojoules per kg. Then once we find out the value of W net, next find out heat supplied. That is QA1. That is, it is Cp T5 minus T4 dash. So I will take the TS diagram to show you. Again, the heat supplied. Just see the TS diagram. The heat supplied is from 4 dash to 5. That is QA1 is Cp T5 minus T4 dash. And similarly for the second, that is during reheat, it will be Cp T7 minus T6 dash. So calculate the values of heat added. So Cp is 1.005, T5 is 1200, then T4 dash is 438.28 So find out the value of heat supplied. That is, you get the value as 765.73 kilojoules per kg. Then find out the heat added due to reheat process from first stage to second stage. So it will be Cp T7 minus T6 dash. That is, the value of Cp is known 1.005, T7 is 1200 minus 925.21. So you get the answer as 276.16 kilojoules per kg. Then find out efficiency. So efficiency will be given by net work done, W net divided by heat added, that is QA1 plus QA2. That is, W net is known 274.38 divided by heat added is 765.73 plus 276.16. So multiply this by 100, you will get it in terms of percentage, that is 26.33%. The thermal efficiency is 26.33%. So now what I have done is, I have found out the efficiency directly by taking the help of W net and QA1 and QA2. Now what we will do is, we will take one more alternate method of finding the efficiency, that is efficiency equal to 2 times WT1 minus WC1 divided by, I will write it as QA1 plus QA2. So now Cp terms are common in both. So I can write this equation as 2 into bracket T5 minus T6 dash plus T2 dash minus T1 dash, that is work of compression, divided by heat added, that is T5 minus T4 dash plus T7 dash minus T7 minus T6 dash. So with these temperatures also you can substitute and find out the efficiency. That is 2 into bracket 1200 minus 925.21 minus of T2 dash is 438.28 minus 300 divided by T5 is 1200 minus T4 dash is 438.28 minus 1200 minus 925.21. So solve this, you will get the value of efficiency as 26.33%. Then the last thing that is asked in the problem is work ratio, that is RW. Work ratio is W net divided by WT1 plus WT2, that is 2 times WT1, that is 274.38 divided by 2 into 276.16. So we will get the work ratio as 49.68% or 0.4968. So now we'll take up the next problem. So I'll read the problem again. Air is drawn in a gas turbine at 18 degrees centigrade and 1 bar and leaves the compressor at 5 bar. Data observed are temperature of gases entering the turbine 678 degrees centigrade, pressure loss in combustion chamber 0.1 bar, efficiency of compressor 85%, efficiency of combustion 85%, efficiency of the turbine 80%, gamma 1.4 for air, Cp 1.024 kilojoules per kg Kelvin for gases. Find 1. Quantity of air if plant develops 1065 kilowatt. 2. Heat supplied per kg of air circulated. 3. Thermal efficiency of the cycle. So now what we will do is we will draw the TS diagram. So he says 1 to 2 process is isentropic and he has given us the efficiencies of the compressor. So 1 to 2 ideal, 1 to 2, and then the heat is added at constant pressure. Again you can draw the thin lines, and then this is at 5 bar. So now what he says, there is loss in pressure in the combustion chamber. So pressure is lost by 0.1 bar. So what happens? So 4.9 bar. So from here the expansion takes place in the combustion chamber. So I will now show the ideal expansion process, that is from 3 to 4, and then we will take the actual expansion process. So with the red pen I will mark isentropic compression, that is 1 to 2 dash, and then from 3 to 4 dash the actual expansion taking place in the turbine. And now with the red ink I will show the whole cycle. So heat added, heat rejected, work done by turbine, and work of compression. So if you mark these things in the problem, I presume that we are almost 30 to 40% through the problem. So now what I will do is, I will first calculate T2 like in the previous problems. So T2 will be equal to T1. He has given us the pressure ratio, that is Rp to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. So T1 is given. So T1 given is 18. So 18 plus 273 becomes 291 into bracket Rp is 5 whole raised to 1.4 minus 1 divided by 1.4. So you'll get the value of T2, that is 460.89 degrees centigrade. So once I find out the value of T2, next find out T2 dash. We know the equation of compressor, that is ideal work done, that is ideal compressor work divided by actual compressor work. So efficiency of compressor is 85%, that is 0.85. Then T2 we have found out just now, it is 460.89. T1 is given, that is 291 divided by T2 dash, which I need to find out, minus T1, 291. So find out T2 dash. So T2 dash will be equal to 490.87 degrees Kelvin. Then once I find out the value of T2 dash, So he has given us the value of the temperature of gases entering the turbine, that is T3. So T3 given in the problem is 678 degrees centigrade. So add 273 to this. So it becomes 951 degrees Kelvin. Then find out the value of T4 during isentropic expansion process, that is from 3 to 4. T4 will be equal to T3 divided by Rp to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. So we know the value of T3, it is 951. Rp is known, that is he has given the compression process, or we need to find out the compression. So instead of Rp, what I will write this as? I will write this as P4 by P3 whole raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma. That is P4 is same as P1. So 951 divided by P4 is 1 divided by pressure P3 is 4.9 divided by 1.4. So find out the value of T4. So you get the value of T4 as 603.92 degrees Kelvin. Then find out, we know the efficiency of turbine is actual work done by turbine, that is T3 minus T4 dash divided by ideal work, that is T3 minus T4. So find out T4 dash. Efficiency of turbine is 80%. Then T3 given in the problem is 951. T4 dash we need to find out, which is unknown, divided by T3 is 951 minus T4 is 603.92. So T4 dash will be equal to 673.33 degrees Kelvin. So first find out T4 and then find out T4 dash. I'll just again show you. So T4 is T3 divided by P4 by P3 whole raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma. Then P4 is same as P1. Then P3 given in the problem is there is loss in pressure by 0.1 bar. That is from 5 bar the pressure gets reduced by 0.1 bar. So P3 will be 4.9 bar. So I have substituted that as 4.9. Then find out T4 by calculating. So once you find out the value of T4, then use the equation for efficiency. Efficiency of the turbine is T3 minus T4 dash divided by T3 minus T4. Then find out the value of T4 dash. So now we got the value of T4 dash. Let us find out the compressor work and turbine work. So compressor work will be equal to Cp T2 dash minus T1, that is 1.005 into bracket T2 dash is 490.87 minus T1 is 291, that is work of compression will be equal to 200.86 kilojoules per kg. So next find out work done by turbine, that is WT. So work done by turbine is Cp of gas into bracket T3 minus T4 dash. So he has given us the Cp of exhaust gas, that is 1.024 into bracket T3 is 951 minus T4 dash. T4 dash what we have found out is 673.33, that is you get the answer as 284.32 kilojoules per kg. Once we found out the compressor work and turbine work, next we will find out heat added. that is heat added QA will be equal to is work done by the turbine, that is Cp T3 minus T4 dash divided by efficiency of combustion. So we need to first find out the efficiency of combustion, that is heat added QA will be equal to Cp T3 minus T2 dash, where ideal heat is added, divided by efficiency of combustion, that is 1.024 divided by 950 into bracket 951 minus 490.87 whole divided by 0.85, because efficiency of combustion is given. So you get actual work done by the actual heat added, it is actual heat added during the process, where CPG T3 minus T2 dash is ideal heat added. So QA will be actual heat added. So actual heat added QA will be equal to 554.32 kilojoules per kg. Then find out efficiency. So to find out efficiency we require W net. So W net will be equal to WT minus WC, that is work done by turbine minus work of compressor. 284.37 kilojoules per kg minus work of compressor is 200.86 kilojoules per kg. If I subtract this, I will get the answer as 83.46 kilojoules per kg. So once I find out W net, now I can find out efficiency. So efficiency will be equal to W net divided by heat added. So 83.46 divided by heat added, that is 554.32. So you get the efficiency as 0.1505, that is 15.05%. Then find out power. So power equal to W net into mass of air per cycle. So we need to find out mass of air per cycle. So mass of air used per cycle will be equal to power is given to us, that is 1065 divided by work done. So work done is 83.46. So you'll get mass, that is 12.76 kg per second. So once I get mass of air, which is asked in the problem, that is quantity of air, then heat supplied, and then thermal efficiency.